Alright, what's up? I'm Chris.
I'm Trey.
And today was some sus shit in Paris. Not like completely sus, like pretty cool fashion shit, but like if you know anything about the world of fashion or clothes or this or that or brands or streetwear, you know that today Supreme and Louis Vuitton did a runway show. And when I say that, I mean Louis Vuitton did a runway show, but they put Mad Supreme pieces in. And it was just about the wackest shit that anyone has ever seen. So the internet kind of went whack. Everyone was like, holy fuck, what the hell? Blah, 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 blah. Everyone was posting about it. I'm sure everyone at Complex was going nutty. Like, Emily Oberg was probably running around figuring out what the hell to do to cover it. And,
She can't run anywhere, though. She's a cubicle. She's running from here to here to here to here.
And back in a square. No hate to Emily Oberg. But, yeah. So this is the fashion show. We're going to watch it. And we're just going to try to talk about it, I guess. So yeah, this is the Louis Vuitton Men Fall Winter 2017 collection.
Hashtag LV Men FW17.
So you see it's a big room. Right? There's two blocks and the purpose of it is so they can walk in an L. And then so what they end up doing is going all the way around.
So they do like a figure eight?
Yeah, alright, so here we go. What the fuck is this?
Outfit.
What the fuck is this?
Outfit look would look better, 10 times better without that Supreme.
It's just whack. It's just whack. Why are we monogramming Supreme onto this
outfit?
This fit, yeah.
I would not wear that with that.
If you look around, everyone's kind of like, what the fuck is this? No one really knew this was coming. The only reason people knew about it was because the night before, like last night, Bari was talking about it and putting it on Snapchat that he had the bandana on.
Yeah, and some pieces leaked.
Yeah. But like, this is just kind of sus.
Like it looks like a Louis Vuitton outfit and then you throw Supreme on there.
So now it's a good fit. Like I like the top a lot.
It's okay.
But like, what the fuck is that? The one dude on the left side with the preem beanie on.
He's the only dude that has any idea what's going on.
So much Snapchat going on. I fuck with this music though.
Yeah. But like,
alright, so we have
both of those outfits were like 10 times better without those.
Like this is a beautiful fit. I like the LV on the little coin purse.
Yeah.
But that's a 3-ring binder. A 3-ring binder. Guess what? It's gonna retail at $685. You shouldn't be in school if you copping that. Nah, this is fire though. I fuck with this piece a lot. Okay, no piece. Okay, yeah. What?
Like that neck thing, like no.
This little purse is not bad, I guess.
It just doesn't.
Alright, this is cool, but watch when he turns around.
It just doesn't accent the outfit though.
The scarf.
He's trying to show what gang he's in.
$700 scarf. That's a handkerchief, not even a scarf.
Yeah, he's trying to show his game.
Now look at this fit. This fit's pretty. This is a nice fit. The colors coordinate. It's fall. It's 2017. But he's holding that premium piece. Okay, this. Not this.
Not this. The bag here is like low key, so it kind of fits, but never mind. I thought it was the Supreme backpack. This is the only fit that I was like, okay, like I can see how this kind of goes together because it's a Supreme top, but like it still just doesn't look good. That wasn't styled correctly.
And the thing is, what they did to make this piece. We'll wait for it. Oh, the piece we were just talking about, like the baseball tee
with a dress shirt underneath of it.
Why?
I'll probably show it again in a second.
Like this. This is just a long sleeve. But all the pattern is LV with Supreme slapped on it. Nah, it's like a jean jacket, but...
Yeah.
I mean...
Those are the only two looks in the whole show that looks up both of their alleys. The other one just looks like they threw a Supreme piece with like a Louis Vuitton outfit.
Now notice that every single part of this has just a thrown in Supreme piece. The whole fit isn't Supreme. But there's little bits of it. Like look on the bag right there.
There's no reason to add that tag on there.
I mean, just for the flex, but...
Yeah, obviously, but... It would look better without it.
Nice fit. Why are you wearing a little keychain? Like, I really like this top.
A lot, yeah.
Looks like a thin feel.
I posted that on my Twitter. This was my favorite outfit of the whole show.
Keychains, bro. Why you got that? Now that it's a little slow, I do want to point out the fact that it's 7 years ago. Yeah, 7 years ago, Supreme was like, oh, we're just gonna like fuck around and use that.
17 years ago. I think it happened in 2000.
Supreme said, we're gonna fuck around and use the LV print. And guess what? Louis Vuitton sent them a cease and desist. And if you don't know what that means, it basically means like it's a letter from lawyer to company, and it's just like, hey, stop using our logo or we're gonna shut you down. Others Bari.
Yeah.
So back in the day, Louis went around and almost sued Supreme because they were like, stop with your skate company, quit fucking using our logo.
The funny thing is, a year later, I guess we can get into it later, but a year later, their new design, like they had a new designer come in, and he like started selling the logo Louis Vuitton to other people, to like start using it and like draw on it and stuff and fuck around with it. But like overall, if you take out the Supreme pieces, the show is weak itself, but then they just sold out, I feel like.
Yeah. And I just wonder what went on, what that phone call was like to James Jebbia being like, yo, dude, great skate company, incredible cult following, very iconic. The whole world really fucks with you, and you have every rapper at your disposal. Let me just slap in a bunch of pieces and put it in a runway. Look at this. This is a LV bag, and they have the little, like, engraved leather patch just slapped on there. This. Why?
I mean, I guess this doesn't like stick out. Like it's kind of hidden, but still like.
Why? Everyone in the crowd is just like, what the fuck did we come to? Keep in mind that the entire audience
I
for
like
this
this outfit a lot too with those pants.
For a fashion show, especially to be in Paris Fashion Week, a lot of these people are buyers, or they're people that are like stylists or important people in the industry. And like to them, Supreme is just something that a lot of kids and rappers fuck with. Like to them, it's not like that. But if we go back and we can show the GQ, the little snippet, but Virgil says like, Supreme is my Louis Vuitton. And a lot of kids kind of ripped that quote and used it for this. But like, it's just weird that this is a mashup.
I fucked with this jacket too.
It's kind of slow at this point, but I guess like the point is that they flexed all the Supreme pieces early, and now they're kind of just showing like a little Louis collection. And that's cool. I like the direction of it.
It just doesn't follow, I guess, I shouldn't say you have to follow all the trends, but like it didn't follow what the rest of the fall winter 17 trends were.
They're going for the real UK look, though.
I feel like they're just pulling the Louis Vuitton look that they've done the last 20 years.
Not saying no. Like, that's a nice UK professional look. Homeboy looks like he's about to fall over with that briefcase, though. He turns the corner, he's like, fuck.
I think that's the turntable, or the record player.
No, I think it's red. I could be wrong. Oh, yeah, it is. What? What? That's gonna cost $50K. That's a salary on a turnbox. Aaron's like laughing at that stuff. And for everyone that grew up on Supreme, like kids our age and shit, like this is just weird.
I mean, I like high fashion and I like high street, but it just wasn't correctly done.
It was just forced, in my opinion. I could be wrong.
Slapped together.
You could think otherwise. Don't get me wrong. This is totally like open for discussion. And the reason we're showing this is so you can like look at A, a fashion show, and look at B, a brand that's a streetwear brand or a skate brand mixing with, quote, a fashion brand. So at this point, they're all done. Like, it's all over with.
I know they all. Are they gonna do a final walkthrough?
Yeah. So we'll look at the pieces one more time and like a quick run through. There's a photo, the photo right here of James Jebbia that we're putting in. You can just tell that he's like, oh my god, what the fuck's happening to my brand? Oh my god, he's like sweating. But I guess those rollies don't buy themselves, do they? So, whatever gets those checks cutting.
Such a long gap between.
I know. Here they all come. So like every traditional fashion show, everyone walks, then they all come out together. Then the curator of it, the person behind all of it, they'll come out and like, I mean, even like weighing shows and like merch shows, all the, like the crazy shows, like they just kind of like come out and like give a peek. It's never like a full-on bow, or if they do, like they always run out. Like I bet he runs out in the end.
Yeah, Virgil just sprinted out. Kanye's always, I don't even think Kanye showed himself. His first show, he came out and walked around bad, but.
Yeah, the Underground Easy 2, he came out.
The fourth one, he sprinted out. That was kind of funny. He sprinted out of that.
The third one, he was just there. It was a listening party. It wasn't even a fashion show. So yeah, and it's weird because it's not the same order. The flex pieces were in the front last time. Now they're kind of just sprinkled in. I don't know. I mean, to me, this is just not something that I love streetwear. Like, I love premium. I love all that. But this is just not something I ever see myself putting together in a fit. Focus on all the Supreme shit here.
This guy's like. I'll stop it then.
Mm-mm. Everyone claps, everyone's pumped. I bet half the people are gonna go home and be like, what the fuck did I just go through? This is a crazy day though, because the Off-White show was later this day.
All the good shows.
Yeah, this was the day. Yeah, see? Quick run.
Melton. Who else was today? Who posted all of them?
Yeah, today was kind of like the biggest day of 2017 for fashion. And yeah, so that's the end of that. If you go, so to get there, the link will be in the description, but you just type in Vuitton.com and then select where you're from. Like, get more updates on it. There's a sign up for updates on the Louis Vuitton collaboration with Supreme, and it has the box logo. And you just put your name in. So, do that. It's on the bottom of Vuitton.com. It's going to say where you're from. But this is something that like is not coming out in Supreme's brick and mortar store. So it's not coming out in New York. It's not coming out in LA Supreme. It's not coming out in London, Tokyo, any of them. Like
only the box logo and maybe the skateboard decks is what I heard.
Yeah, so what Louis kept saying online today was that they were gonna do like various pop-up shops, and they said the date July 17th, so I don't know how legit that is. Maybe at the end of the year or in the summer you can come back and comment shit on the end of this video. I'm sure people are gonna do that already. And you can be like, oh, you're wrong, but my guess is that in July what they do is they go around to like the major cities like London, LA, Tokyo, Japan, whatever the fuck they do. And they're gonna open up like very beautiful, secure Louis like pop-up shop stores, which I'm sure are gonna be like absolutely gorgeous, and they're gonna sell the stuff there. What you have to realize is like the box logo shirt that Travis Scott was flexing today is not a Supreme Hanes t-shirt. Like it's not gonna be $50 then resell for $450. Like it's gonna start off as a Louis Vuitton shirt. It's gonna retail for $400, $450, and people are gonna buy it and resell it on Grail for fucking $1,100. The scarves they're looking at $758. The bags and like the briefcases and shit, they're gonna range from $3,000 up to like $20,000 to $25,000. Because this is not Supreme. This is not streetwear. Like this is high fashion. This is Louis.
I feel like it's gonna be like the first Kanye collection where the cheap stuff like the camo T-shirt and like some of like the lower priced items sold out like instantly at the beginning, and then like resold for a little bit, but like no one, like none of the like stuff that was over $400 sold out really. It was like mainly just like the t-shirts and like the vest or like the tank tops and stuff sold out, and like nothing else really like sold out. So I feel like that's gonna be like this, like the smaller like accessories might sell out that are cheaper. Obviously the box
people are gonna snatch up
sell
anything
out.
they can when the shit comes out.
But like the people that like run with Supreme, like the main like their average consumer isn't gonna be able to buy a $4,000 backpack or $6,000 backpack.
but they're gonna sell their car to do so. You know how streetwear is. Everyone wanted to flex on the gram.
There, yeah.
Yeah, the bag you're looking at right now on the screen, like it looks nice. I mean, it's a Louis bag.
I mean, if I was given it for free, I would like probably mess with it a little bit, but like it's nothing I'd go out of my way to buy, especially at a price tag of probably $3,000 to $7,000. So
all right, back in the day, this is the same exact deck print that Supreme used when Louis was like, "Hey, we're gonna sue you. Take that the fuck down." Now Supreme's huge, and Louis was like, "Hey, let's do a skate deck," and James Jebbia was probably like, "Told you so." That's how it works.
2008, Kanye would probably strap this to his back and wear it.
This is part of what seems to be the
handkerchief. No,
that's
there's
the button
buttons.
down.
Yeah, that's the button.
That's the button down that we said was like, all right. If you've ever been to New York City or like any Chinatown ever, and you walk down Times Square, you're gonna get a bunch of people that have these little stands up, and they're selling like bootleg shit. It looks like someone from Louis just went by, bought all of it, brought it back to the warehouse. It was like, all right, now let's make this for real and slap some Supreme logos on it.
The phone case, I feel like will sell out unless they restock it. I've heard people saying that they're going to continuously restock stuff, but I feel like that will sell out pretty well.
Handkerchief.
That will sell out. Camo stuff, I feel like that was their way of being like, yo, we're not going to put everything in red and put Supreme on it. We're going to switch it up and like throw
Switch up a little bit. A little bit. The sunglasses that Travis Scott were wearing.
Fire.
Pretty fire. Don't get me wrong, they were sick.
I don't care. Like, I would buy those if Supreme released those tomorrow without being Louis Vuitton. They could be the $5 Kmart glasses and look like that, and I would still buy them.
Yeah, so this shit right here is, if you look closely, and anyone that knows Supreme knows what a Supreme shirt and collar looks like, this is not a Supreme collar shirt.
That's a $450 Louis Vuitton shirt.
So this is going to come out as a Louis Vuitton shirt released by Louis Vuitton in these pop-up shops.
That I've heard is going to release in the Supreme store, though.
And of course people are talking about pricing. Like,
here's the pricing. This is in euros, so...
That's in pounds, so like the trunks...
Pounds, yeah.
So, I mean, if you're in America, it's like 1.3x.
So skate deck around $525.
Trunks looking at 6,500.
I think that's that dinky one he was carrying, too.
But I don't know. Like, who knows? Who knows what this is going to come out at? Like, this show was today. People are just... The denim jacket, about $2,000, a little more. The bomber jacket at 2,000 pounds, looking at $2,600 plus tax. You're looking at $3,000 for the bomber jacket. I don't know if that's right, but I mean, it could be. The cap's 380 pounds, $450.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There'll be some people to buy that. They have like gloves, baseball bats. Like, it literally look like they're like, yo, think of any word that's an accessory, and we're just gonna throw like the Louis Vuitton.
No, they're like, go to your closet.
What's in there?
Of your 13-year-old boy. Grab all the shit. Bring it back, or we're gonna wrap it with this print.
What was your, like, when you saw there was gonna be like leaks and stuff, and like there was leaks of like the or like it was like a box logo on top of like a Louis Vuitton sweater maybe like 2 weeks ago, and then with like Bari posting that photo last night on Snapchat, like, what was your expectations, and then like what was like the reality that hit you?
So I mean, like the white shirt, and it was like imprinted with the LV stars and the logo, and then the Supreme box logo was like indented in. And at first I thought that was like something that someone found in like a Marshall's or like some bootleg sus shit that like landed on a shelf. And I was like, nah, what the fuck? And then we saw like more photos of it. And then everyone was kind of like, wait a second, this like might be legit. And then like I was sitting in class earlier and I went on Instagram and everyone was like, holy fuck, this is real. And so I went right on Vuitton.com and I started watching the show and I was just like, oh, my teacher's like, what the fuck are you doing over there? And I was like, dude, like, give me 5 minutes. Like, this is serious shit. It was a weird move for, like, fashion and a way weird move for streetwear.
Do you think it was a good move for Louis Vuitton or a bad move?
I don't know, dude. I mean, you got brands like, let's take Gucci, for example. Gucci just released... They just released their Gucci Ghost collab. And the Gucci Ghost collab is based off of the dude Gucci Ghost who used to, like, take Gucci pieces and just, like, bootleg them and like spray paint them and fuck them up, and like he put his own twist on it and made it way cooler. So they were like, yo, like this shit's actually way cooler than what we're making. We're gonna take you in when we take in our new creative director, and like we're gonna make Gucci relevant again. And that's when they came up with the Gucci snakes, and then you had Tiger rapping about it, you had everyone wearing them, and then everyone in streetwear and fashion and shit, like all the Instagram people, like they fucked with it. And like, I mean, I know so many kids that ended up buying like $1,200 Gucci snake pants. Why? Because it was relevant at the time. And like Louis being like a very high-end, like similar tier brand.
Once relevant and now like kind of irrelevant until today.
Yeah, so I guess like they kind of were like, fuck, this is the time to do this. And I mean, for a fashion show and like a fat collab like this, that shit's been in the works for like
year. Well, probably like
a year, I bet. Yeah. So like I think that they saw that Gucci was like really getting relevant. I mean, everybody rocks those new Gucci shoes. Like everyone fucks with those, and like that's a quick, easy $500 buy. Yeah. And like when you're in fashion, that's like an average shoe.
But I feel like this is what Louis Vuitton was trying to like reinvent themselves and like show like, yo, we're hip, we know Supreme, like we're gonna like mess with them, but like it just wasn't executed correctly. Like the people that are at Louis Vuitton, like they obviously have a lot of money to mess with. They obviously like have a lot of connections and like out like they can reach. They can like work with anyone they want to. They can sign on like whoever design like whatever designers they want. And obviously there's a lot of creative people at Supreme. I mean, they probably ripped some ideas from other people like we've seen, but I feel like they do have some creative people there, and I feel like with the resources they had, I think they could have created so much cooler stuff, like original pieces, rather than just like throwing their logos together.
Yeah, and to touch on like originality, especially Supreme, like if you follow Supreme Copies or like Supreme Hustle, like those are two really cool kids that run these accounts, and like they are so on top of their shit. Like I learn every single day from Supreme Copies. Like some new shit will come out, and then they'll reference a movie from 2001 and the scene where there was like a shirt that said like, they love you, your mom and dad, they fuck you up, like that tee. That shit was from like a weird cutscene of a short film. And like these kids just know where to find it, and like you can tell if you actually look at it that Supreme just like goes back in time and rips all this shit. And to touch on like Supreme copying other brands, there's a story that popped up last week where one of the dudes that works for Supreme was posting like flexing on Snapchat about some shit, and he was like wearing this white hoodie and it had Supreme.
Oh, the one that I thought was felt.
Yeah, no, it is felt.
It would look cool felt.
No, it is felt. Yeah. So it's a white hoodie, and then it's felt letters that say Supreme right across the chest, and each of them, they change in color. Like it's like blue, yellow, blah, 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 blah. And so on one of the Facebook groups, some kid, because like a lot of like Facebook is where a lot of the Supreme like buying, selling, talking about goes down. I don't know if you know that. There's like hundreds of groups, like hundreds of thousands of kids in it. But this one group that I'm in, this kid was like, yo, can everyone listen to me for like 1 second? And he was like, I was in the store, like in the Supreme store, wearing this Fendi hoodie. It was Fendi, and all the colors were felt. And then one of the dudes that was working at Supreme was like, yo, can I buy that off your back? And he just handed me money, and I like took the hoodie off and gave it to him. And then like a month and a half later, Supreme has their own exactly like this. So like you just have to look at shit like, where are they getting it from? Like what's their inspiration? Who they copied this from? I don't know. And like, I just think this Louis collab was kind of just like, for a flex of the brands itself, because like now Louis, like we talked about earlier, is becoming relevant again.
I feel like they'll fall off. Like after this season, after all the Supreme stuff's done though, like I'm not gonna go back and look at new Louis Vuitton stuff. I mean, obviously I'll watch the fashion shows because I watch all of people's fashion shows, but like I won't ever like go into the store and look at their stuff. Where like Gucci, I feel like has their wave still going. Like I'll go and look in their store and see what they.
Yeah, if you go to Dover Street Market and you go.
And I'll still go and look at all the different Gucci for the next few years. Where Louis Vuitton, like after the Supreme stuff comes out, like I don't want to see their mainline stuff.
Yeah, and like Gucci shit is sick. Like you go to the top floor in New York to DSM, and like that's where like the Supreme like capsule is in the top of Dover Street Market, and like right next to it is all the new fire Gucci stuff, and like it's way cooler than the Supreme shit hung out. But like I don't know. That's that for you. Like that's brands being brands, and that's a fashion brand collaborating with a streetwear skateboard brand, and this is the first time it's happened.
I wouldn't be surprised if it continues to happen. Yeah, I was gonna say, but I feel like they didn't execute, so I feel like someone else is gonna come up and like take the sunshine from them because they're gonna do it better. They're gonna make it.
Yeah, but pieces. I never ever want to see Palace and like.
Palace. I don't think Palace will sell out and do something like that.
No, neither do I. But like I don't know. We'll
it will happen.
If it happens, we'll cover it. So, like I said, I'm Chris, that's Trey, and yeah, who the fuck let this happen? Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. We just have a camera and an office. We make fucking clothes. OKAYworldwide.com.